I'm Eyck. I'm the executive chef at Charting Clubhouse, responsible for the bistro, Centurion and Ladies Purse, so anything Western. I am responsible for. I'm the one who has to get the plane. So what we're doing today is actually one of the most classical salads you will find in the world. It's a salad niçoise, named after the city of Nice in the south of France on the Mediterranean Sea. Generally speaking, it's a classic salad. Some people are a little bit boring, a little bit this, but I try to rekindle a little bit of excitement and some fun with that. So salad niçoise, there is, let me see how many ingredients there are always classically in that salad. So classically in that salad, always tomato, always tuna, always anchovy, always hard-boiled eggs, always potatoes, always Kenya beans, and always olives. And then some people add things too, like I like to add a little bit of celery or cucumber, a little bit of red onion. So it's a very aromatic, very fresh, quite healthy salad. And looking at the climate in the south of France in the summer, it's getting very, very hot by European standards. So this is a very refreshing, healthy, light alternative to eat al fresco outside, overlooking the sea. So that's the kind of emotions I would like to portray whilst making this salad. Okay, so we have the finest heirloom tomatoes. You can just do it with normal cherry tomatoes as well. But as I said, I would like to excite you a little bit. So we have some beautiful, beautiful heirloom tomatoes, red, yellow, purple, so it gives you a nice color. They're all washed and we just cut them up. Some people, especially in restaurants, they do the salad all nicely and then put the dressing on. Classically, it's a little bit different. I like to mix everything. It might not look as appealing, but trust me, the flavor will be much better. So we're cutting all those different tomatoes, different color tomatoes up. A little bit of the red one. So this is we already have a nice little mosaic of colors in here. That's a good start. Kenya beans, green beans, haricot vert. There are many names for it. Those little bits, they are edible. They look quite pretty, so I'm going to leave them on. At the end where they grow, where they get picked off, there's a little tough bit, which is what I'm going to cut off. So just very little, don't go too much. Then I have some boiling water here, rapid boiling water, and we're going to cook them for 1 minute. When you cook beans or any green vegetables, asparagus, broccoli, when you blanch them, which means you quickly put them into boiling water, take them out and refresh them in ice water or cold water, always have salt in there. It helps the color to retain the color nice and fresh, and obviously the ice water is very, very important. So stand by, we have a bowl of cold water. Put a few ice cubes in there if you have, that helps the process. If not, not the end of the world. Whilst I'm waiting for the water, we can cut the cucumber. Again, depending on the size or the shapes, I quite like different shapes. You can peel it. If it's a nice young cucumber, you can leave the skin on because most of the nutrients are actually just under the skin with any vegetable, if it's carrot or anything. So cucumber, unless you really like the distaste, because it has a slight bitter note of the skin. Peel it or leave it whole entirely, up to your liking. I also like a little bit of red onion on there for color. So what I'm going to do is we're going to peel the onion. And I'm just going to cut a few in a slight angle. And I think this gives it a beautiful color. So we have nice little pieces, we can put that in there. That's up to your taste now. Some people like onion, some people don't like it. Up to you. You can leave it out or put it in. Spring onions, also an option. So we have this in there. Already quite colorful. Celery stick, again up to you. This is peeled and washed. Very nutritious, healthy and fresh, refreshing taste in your mouth. So, and obviously minerals, vitamins. As I said, very healthy salad. We have some potatoes, which I cooked. So they're just cooked. This is a classic part of the salad niçoise. As I said, it's sort of a meal replacement on a hot summer's day. So it needs to be a little bit filling as well. And I think that's the reason why people put potatoes in there. Don't cut them too small. We want to see the shape. So into 3. Spread them a little bit out, and when you mix them, be careful so they don't break up. Our water is boiling rapidly, salt is in there, now we put the green beans in. Little stir, as I said, 1 to 2 minutes depending on the age and the freshness of the green beans. Can have a little crunch as well. Hard-boiled eggs, again classic part in the salad niçoise. I put them on at the end on garnish as garnish on top, so I don't want to mix that yet because the egg yolk will break a little bit. So this is the only thing, and the salad leaves I will put on top. Beans, 30 more seconds, then they will be done. Should do. We drain the water off, you have a sieve, even easier, and then straight away into ice water. Cold water, like I said, that will help keeping the color. There they are. And then there's many ways. I choose to cut them into 3 pieces depending on the size. And then we scatter them. I like the end pieces as well on there. Scatter them on there. Obviously the tuna. The bistro restaurant where I work at Kanter, in Shouting Clubhouse, we use actually fresh tuna. So we do some of those ingredients, we mix it, and then we have some fresh tuna on top just because quality-wise it's a little bit more elevated, a little bit more sophisticated. But classically and at home, I love tuna cans. It's easy to use. It's quite nutritious. This is just in brine, no oil, because obviously I like to make the vinaigrette myself. Just be careful, this is very, very sharp, not to cut yourself. And I go in there with a spoon, I put a few little pieces inside the salad, and as I toss them, this will break up and the flavors will spread all around the salad, but I also leave a couple of pieces on top for decoration. Capers is the last thing that go in. Again, the liquid drain. And then we just have a couple of capers. If you don't like capers, it's not everyone's taste. You can leave them out. And obviously, niçoise salad, either black or green olives. In our case today, we're using green olives because I was stupid enough to forget the black ones. As they have a seed, the pip inside, just cut around it. It actually also looks quite nice. Don't bother with an olive cutter it's not going to work. You know, the stones are usually quite tight in there. So just cut around, or if you don't mind, put them in whole, but obviously a little bit dangerous to when biting into the salad. So there we have it, some green olives. That's all our ingredients we need. So here we have all the vegetables, the potato, the tuna, the capers, cucumber, celery. That all goes in. Egg, like I said, we put on top. Now for the dressing. Anchovy is an important part again. Classically, many people don't like anchovies, so you don't have to do it. I love anchovies. Also quite nice on the toast if you have a passion for it. Some people put it as decoration. I actually like to put it in the dressing. And I want to show you how we can make a very simple and fast dressing, which is not messy at all. So we have an old Kilner jar, an old jar from pickled cucumbers or onions, you know. Keep it, it's quite helpful. And we put all the ingredients we want in that dressing in there. So we have some olive oil. White balsamic. You can also use red balsamic. I like white balsamic. Gives it a little bit of sweetness. Some mignonette pepper. Yeah, so this is black pepper which is being ground but not too fine, so you still have a little bite to it. A little bit of sea salt. Be careful, your olives are usually quite salty, and also the capers can be quite salty. We have a little bit of Pommery mustard, very famous French mustard. I do like the look of the seeds that goes in there. I also like a little bit of lemon zest. Again, entirely up to you if you like the taste of lemon, but as it is a nice summery salad and lemons grow in that part of Europe, I think there's nothing wrong putting a little bit of the lemon zest in there, and even a little bit of the juice. And then we take out 2 of the anchovy, or 3 if you like them like me. If you don't want to do this, you can do this without the anchovy. I just like to chop them finely, put them into the dressing. On goes the lid. Little shake about. Everything is nice mixed, very easy, no mess, no whisk, no mixing bowl, just like this, and whatever you have left over you can put in the jar in the fridge. And if you have greasy fingers, it's a little bit harder to open. So then you just pour all this vinaigrette over the salad, and then we mix it. And when you mix it, be quite gentle, but look at all those colors. Beautiful. This is also good if you let it marinate for about 1 minute, 2 minutes, so all the flavors combine. So the salad is marinated for about 1 minute, looking good, and then we just place them into the bowl, into a plate. Salads, usually nice deep salad plate. Look at all those colors. You can see the freshness. Summer is here. A little bit more tuna on top. Just take a few pieces and place them on top. We have the olives, scatter them around. And then the whole thing we're going to garnish with the egg. The egg has been cooked for 8 minutes, 9 minutes, so the egg yolk is still a little bit creamy inside. beautiful, rich yellow egg yolk. And we have a little bit of rocket and oloroso or any salad you like going on top. With baby spinach, beautiful, beautiful and light. Bit of sea salt. And voila. Here is my Nicoise salad. Beautiful summer salad. Thanks for joining me today to cooking the salad with you. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Bye bye.